You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Weird. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key. I'm hitting. This is the first time I played. My keybinds are a little weird, a little wonky. They're a little wonky.
Lovely.
Again, hitting the wrong keybind. I'm probably gonna have to change that keybind. Yeah, let's do that. This is gonna go here. This is gonna go. Let's see. This is gonna go here. All right. Can I use a slice and dice without breaking stealth? Yes, I can. Good. I was gonna engage. Get that rogue.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, so many abilities. It's gonna take me a while to get used to playing rogues. There's so many. I have so many abilities right now, and I haven't really played rogue in a long time. So, like, getting my brain to know what ability to use at what time is gonna take some time. I'm like struggling. Like I'm like, you know, when you're thinking about what to do, that's not a good thing. You know, you should just be reacting. And right now, I'm like, oh, what skill should I use here? What skill should I use here? So it's gonna take me some time. It doesn't usually take me too long, usually like a week of playing or something, and I'll start seeing improvement.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely.
Oh, no. How am I doing on damage? Pretty good. Damage is good. Okay, so this is in the wrong spot. Which is... Okay, so let's go... That should go here. And R is correct. Okay, cool. many rogues do? Oh, am I the only rogue here? Okay. I know there's at least one rogue on the enemy team. Let's skip the mage, just because I hate mages. Slow them up a little bit. Not sure why this person would choose to engage against 3 people. Not sure why you would do that. Like, the thing that Battlegrounds always cracks me up is don't engage in an unfair fight. If it's 2v2, that's fine. If it's 1v1, it's fine. If it's 3v3, it's fine. But don't start a combat when it's like you versus 3 people. It's like, what's the point? Now, even if you expected me to join the combat, it's still it's 2 versus 3. So I'm like, nah, not gonna do it, you know?
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Again, really, really slow to go through my skills. I'm not gonna be able to get there. Wait. No, I'm not. Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Thank God for the healer. I'm still trying to remember my keybinds. I'm like fumbling through my skills right now, like really badly. I have so many skills. Like for my level, like I'm only like level 39, I think. I've got a lot of skills, but I think that's kind of didn't get it. Shit.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Shit. I need that macro off my other character. Damn it. I gotta find that macro. I don't know if it'll work in retail. I hope it does. This poor healer.
Lovely.
I love that ability. It's so cool. The old Death from Above. It's such a cool ability. It's nice. It's really nice that they added that as a PvP skill. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, my Shadow Step was on cooldown. That was a painful feeling. There's a lot of hunters. There's like 3 hunters here. And they all just died like instantly. Like there's a lot of hunters here. And then they were just all kind of dead. Alright.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
That was stupid. My healer was long gone, so I wasn't there to help me out.
Lovely.
That was a waste, but that's alright. I don't know what I'm doing. Dude, oh my god, I'm so bad on Rogue. And I used to be so good. Like, back in Wrath of the Lich King, I was an excellent Rogue, but in Burning Crusade, I was very good Rogue. It was a long time ago.
Lovely.
Poor. That's a game. That's a wrap. Level 40.
Their gaze pierces all. If they see you, all nearby creatures will awaken to purge you from the vault. The Sundered Flame have been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, nor the powers they meddle with.
Lovely. Lovely.
It just feels like, so like this spec is, there's like no AoE.
Gifted me with arcane seeds. I planted them here. A little garden from him. It looks as though it
Lovely.
has grown wild over the years. I will need you to prune it.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
There is no sign
Lovely.
of the scented flame here. Come, this way. The location of my vault was chosen to harness and make use of this powerful ley line. While a marvel to behold, I am unsure of what effects it will have on your mortal form. Do be on the lookout for the growth of extra appendages.
Lovely.
You have discovered one of my books of translocation. Since the majority of the vault's caretakers are flightless, I incorporated a means of safe travel via these tomes.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
It's not gonna work. Need a better keybind for that ability.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Yes, yes. So beautiful. So powerful. All for me.
Lovely. Lovely.
Mine. It is all mine. Me. Take care of them.
Lovely.
Shred. My treasure. Me. Take care of them. Slash you. My treasures.
Poor Ashley. I do not blame her. I should have thought of her. Left. This door. I sense a breach behind it. The sunlit flame must be this way. I know just what to do.
Tear this place apart if you have to. I will expose
Lovely.
whatever secrets she locked away within these vaults.
Talash must not wait the final scene. Consequences
Lovely.
will be dire. Please, hurry.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Hey, Valis, how's it going? I'm just trying to figure this character out. I think my computer chair is a little too low. Try lifting it up a little bit.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
I can't get comfortable on my computer. Some days I just can't get, you have those days where you can't get comfortable in your computer chair? You're just like moving around, you can't get comfortable. Today's one of those days.
What is she hiding? Did she send you?
Doo-doo-doo.
Lovely.
Her secrets will be mine. She lies.
We are too late. Oh. Oh no.
Mother. My agony is yours.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
My dear one. He knew that wild magic was dangerous, but he meddled with it anyway. By the time we found him, we could not stop the growth.
This is a 4-man dungeon? Shit, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a 5-man dungeon. Probably end up doing the same dungeon again. No, different dungeon, I think. I find the Dragonflight dungeons to be kind of lame, to be honest.
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have heard wondrous things about your capabilities. Perhaps you could help us?
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
Well, indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out
Lovely.
while we relearn the life magics of this place.
Lovely.
I don't have any... Vols, is there no AoE? Is there no AoE for
Lovely.
for Outlaw Rogue? Because I have all these mobs and I can't do any AoE. I mean, that's what's really killing me here is it feels like I have like absolutely zero AoE.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Since you started around, yeah, well, yeah, this is a Dragonflight dungeon.
Lovely.
Perfect. We are just about... Wait! Ichistras, there is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not!
Please, help us new students.
Hit the wrong key. Hit the wrong button there. God, hit the wrong finisher.
Lovely. Lovely.
I know, I hate that. It's just, I wish we could get rid of that though. Just boom, we'll just turn off the dialogue. You know? There's always so much talking in retail dungeons. It's really annoying.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh yeah, I don't tank. Like, even if I play Protection Warrior, I won't even tank because I don't know the fights, and it's not even worth going into dungeons when I don't know the fights. It's a horrible experience, so. It's not a very pleasurable experience when you don't know the fights. You just have to do them as DPS until you feel like you understand them, and then just go ahead and do them as tank.
Lovely.
But you gotta do them as DPS first.
Lovely. 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 You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Where's my... I need my gaming sleeve. This desk is annoying my arm. Okay, much better.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Well, all that PvP gear I got at level 35 is already being out leveled. Yeah, some classes like Disc Priest can heal and still do decent damage. Like I don't know who the healer. The healer here is the. I hope I'm going the right way because I wasn't really paying attention. Nope, totally going the wrong way. Now I'm lost. This is what happens if you don't pay attention. Like I was looking at the chat, stream chat. It's so easy just to like lose your group and then you're lost. Like right now, because they're gone. They're like not even on the map. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, where'd they go? Okay, I think it's got to be this way. But I don't see any... It's got to be this way then. Yeah, there they are down here. But yeah, it's easy to lose track if you don't know the dungeons and you're not paying attention. So...
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
I gotta change that stupid frickin' pistol shot. I can't pull that off quick enough. But I don't have a keybind that really is that's suitable for it, which kind of sucks.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Yeah, modern dungeons, yeah, they are. They're just filler. I don't think a lot of thought goes into them. I think they focus more on the raids, on like the end game raiding.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Dude, looking for what? Looking for a raid? I've never... Is that what LFR is, looking for raid? I've never done any looking for raid in any of the last expansions, so...
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
No, come on. Not this bullshit again. Turn that shit off.
Lovely. Lovely.
It's a branded version. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever done this dungeon. Well, maybe once. I think I've done this one like once. This is like feels like Alderman. You know?
Lovely. Lovely.
I always forget my roll the bone. I always forget my roll the bones. Even though I added some weak ores to show me when it's off cooldown. I also added a weak. Check this out. I've also added a weak ore that shows me which buff I'm getting. Like, see this little icon here shows me which roll the bones buff I'm receiving,
Lovely.
and how long it's gonna last. I can't say that I honestly remember all of them.
Lovely.
Like it says SS. The SS is, let's see. Come on, close. Jeez. No, close. Don't piss me off. I'm not in the mood. And I didn't fucking paste it in, so I lost the image. Damn it. SS is something to do with Sinister Strike has some sort of benefit, right? Like you get more combo points or something. I'm gonna have to pull it up again because I forgot to paste that into my pure reference, man, because I forgot. But a lot of them are just like crit. There's one that gives you like more crit rating. There's one that gives you like big faster haste. That gives you more haste.
Lovely. Lovely.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Wow, roll the bones.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
We'll put this guy on follow. Delete. So here's the roll the bones, right? So the SS is skull and crossbones. Sinister strike has an additional 30% chance of striking an additional time, right?
Lovely.
Now we got the attack one, which is the really, I think, is probably one of the best ones, right? And the attack one, grand melee attack speed increased by 55% and leech increased by 25%, which means we're gonna regen a lot of health, which is really nice, you know.
Lovely. Lovely.
And this pretty much is Aldemon. Yeah. We got it up again. The blender is in effect.
Lovely.
Is that leech? Cooldown reduction, I think, is this one.
Lovely.
Oh, they changed it. You can't run around the walls like you used to.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Nubis, really? Come on, girl.
Lovely.
Cat's sneezing and snotting up behind me. Nubis! Please. I'm trying to focus here. Cats. Oh, the kitty behind me is going. She's like she's got a breathing issue, a problem, and she's been to the vet like twice in the last couple of months and haven't been able to. It's just something that you can't really fix, unfortunately. I feel bad for her.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
No, not gonna do that.
Lovely.
Come on, girl. I'm leveling so fast I haven't assigned like a ton of talent points.
Lovely.
Oof.
Lovely. Lovely.
We got the attack one this time.
Lovely.
I feel like I'm kind of locked in here by myself.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh shit. I was like locked into that little flame prison.
Lovely. Lovely.
I'm like dead last on damage. My damage sucks, man. It's because I've got no AoE, and these people are probably doing tons of AoE, and I... You haven't told me, Vols, is there no AoE on Outlaw Rogue?
Lovely.
Because, man, that's where I'm really hurting on the PvE damage, is there's just no AoE.
Lovely.
There's got to be some kind of AoE, you would think. My first time really playing Outlaw, so I don't really know. Pew. Pew. Oh yeah, Blade Flurry. I forgot about Blade Flurry.
Lovely.
I don't know what the keybind is for it. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on a second. Yeah, Blade Flurry, dude. I completely forgot about Blade Flurry. I knew I had to have something. And it's a freaking short cooldown, too. Look at that shit. And it's a really short cooldown. Okay, that's where my DPS was missing. Blade Flurry. No, I forgot I even had the skill. That's why I knew something. I knew I was missing something.
Lovely. Lovely.
Looks like my DPS is starting to rise a little bit now that I'm using Blade Flurry. Keybinds are a little wonky still. I still don't like the Roll the Bones keybind. I'm using the T key as the keybind for that, which is kind of not my favorite.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Let's see if we can do this without using our keybinds at all.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
And we went up in damage. Look, we were like at 14%. We went up to like a full percentage point overall just on that fight. See, we don't even need a UI to play Outlaw Rogue. The only thing I kind of need is combo points, and I could actually set up a couple audio alerts to let me know when I'm max combo points, and I wouldn't even need the UI to play, pretty much. Not for like PvE. Obviously for PvP, that's a different matter. Alright, I think that's probably enough. We just ran like 3 groups, so we went from like level 40 to like 46 or something. So you could level super fast doing dungeons. Well, yeah, see, yeah, we leveled 6 times because you have 6 talent points to assign, so. And we're going with Nixie's Outlaw Rogue build, which is a PvP build, of course. So, let's take a look at... Good. He does use his Thief's versatility. Okay, increase our versatility. Versatility is always good. Sleight of hand, roll the bones, has 50% increased chance of granting additional matches. Okay, I like that, whatever that means. Generate full combo points when you gain Adrenaline Rush. I forgot I even had Adrenaline Rush, to be honest. I haven't used it once. So, that's another thing that was hurting my overall DPS there. First of all, we weren't using Blade Flurry, we weren't using Adrenaline Rush. You actually should create a keybind. I mean, if they're on the same timer, I mean, you should basically always be using Adrenaline Rush when you're using Blade Flurry if there's multiple targets. I mean, if you can, they're probably not the same cooldown. This is a 3-minute cooldown. This is like a 30-second cooldown, so no, obviously. But for big bursts, that would be the, comboing those two together. Okay, and then 3 points over here. Let's take a look. We need Wind Poison can now stack 2 additional times. This is purely for PvP. Crippling Poison reduces movement. Again, these are both specifically for PvP. And we've got Deadened Nerves. We've got Graceful Guile. Okay, what about this? These are usually pretty decent. Improved Ambush Generous additional comp point. That's pretty cool. But again, mostly for PvP. And when this increase the critical strike chance of your attacks that generate comp points by 5%. Oh yeah, that's a huge one. For like just getting us a nice bump. And then let's go ahead and do our PvP ones here. I like that we didn't get any new skills because I have too many buttons to push already. Already got too many buttons to push. All right, let's take a look. So at level 35, I created a full set of cataclysmic gear with gems, but already my BOEs or my heirlooms are starting to overtake that. So we're gonna start putting my heirloom gear back on. Okay. Just gotta remember what even my weapons are probably better now. Let's see. Yeah, like what? 24. Yeah. But I need swords, so. Got legs. So we need the helm. I don't even see helm. We get shoulders of the Aurora. Hey, what's up, Looney? We're trying Outlaw Rogue. I've never really played Outlaw Rogue that much. So... Haste. Haste. There's a new one. Don't remember seeing that one before. We have wings. That cloak's kind of cool. Some weird shit. We'll just go with a really bizarre looking one. We got arrows stuck in our back. What's the other one I have? Don't I have another one? We got another really weird one. Let's see, where is it? Nah, it doesn't show up. Alright. Hey Chase, what's up? How much are you spending on WoW a month? Are you just regular sub? Oh, no, I'm just a regular sub. I don't spend much money. I think I just spend $15 a month. Oh yeah, most of this stuff I didn't pay for. Most of this stuff, like the arrow thing here, comes from the in-game trade thing, like in the capital C. Like you go to Stormwind, right outside the Stockades, there's like a vendor there that you can talk to, and they give free stuff. Like you get like this currency that you get for free, like every month or something. And then they have stuff you can get. Here, I'll show you in a minute. Hold on a second. Let me. So I don't pay for that stuff at all. I did buy this mount though. I mean, this mount is totally worth the cost, because with this mount, and it's a small little bear mount, I can repair anywhere I want, and I can transmog anywhere I want. So I did buy this off the store for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or whatever. So just because this just saves me so much time, you know. So we'll just go back to weak aura, because I want to get rid of this. Okay. Yeah, here, let's take a look. I'll show what I'm talking about. And leveling up prot AoE pally inspired to get from your old playthroughs. Yeah, they're super fun. Have you seen my protection paladin in retail? It's crazy. It's like weird. You know, I PvP with her, and it's pretty funny. Like when I go up against mages and stuff and I kill them with a protection paladin, they're like, I'm sure they get pissed off, right? So here, like if you go into Stormwind here, let me get on my fire mage. 74 problem. Is it great? I've got some pretty long playlists, yeah. So if you go into Stormwind, you go just outside the stockades here. Oh, except I'm not in the right spot apparently. Where am I? I'm all confused. Damn it, where? I'm totally turned around here. Here we go. Okay, here's the stockades. So outside the stockades, right here, right, where there's a person right here you can talk to, and it's called the trading post. And you'll get like free. This chest here will give you like free credits, like free currency, like I think every month or something. And then so you just get it for free, and then you just got to log in and click on the chest, and they give you credits. And then you go to the trading post here, and there's all this stuff you can just buy, right? So I have 5,065 traders tender, and every so often they throw these things in here, and like this mount costs 750 of the tender. There's like a little pet you can get. You know, there's different stuff. Like, so one of the things I got was this transmog set, which is this one, which came out for Halloween, which is called the Ragged Harvest Golem, which is really cool. It's one of the cooler transmog sets that they've kind of put in the game. It's actually quite nice. They also have the Harvester Claw that kind of goes with it, which is really cool. You know, a little fist weapon. And then you can see the things with the green check marks here are things I've purchased. You know, and they put out these really nice cloaks, kind of tattered cloaks, which I love, with the hoods, matching hood, which is great. They have some weird stuff like ugly boots, you know. But all this stuff is, you know, you don't have to pay for any of this stuff. You just get the credits in game, you know, and then you buy it here. And like here, like Granny's old hat. Here's a little hat you can get. So yeah. So I come up with these weird, you know, transmogs like this, you know, like this is my fire mage, you know. She's pretty bizarre looking, right? So I've got my 80 warrior, protection warrior, who's pretty much almost unkillable in PvP. Like, nobody can really kill me. It just pisses people off for playing protection in PvP. And then I've got my 76 fury warrior that I'm leveling up right now to focus on fury. I didn't want to switch my protection warrior back and forth. It's just kind of annoying. So I just leveled up another warrior. And then I've got my protection paladin, which is really funny. Like, the protection paladin I actually like quite a bit. It's not great in PvP, but it is, like, if I do, like, 1v1s against other people, I usually win, so that's pretty cool. Like, if I, like, 1v1 a rogue or warrior stuff, I usually take them down. And it's a lot of fun, actually. The skills and the rotations aren't they're not the most intuitive, you know? So here's my protection paladin, right? You're going to go in, you've got, at your normal, like, your judgments, you got your hammer of righteousness, right? And then you've got your shield of righteousness, which is that one, right? And then, of course, you have your typical consecration. Well, you can see I have all these stupid icons because I've played Classic WoW for so long, and I'm a player who's played World of Warcraft ever since 2004. I've been in the game ever since beta, actually. I was in beta WoW before WoW was even released. So I played most of the older versions of the game, and I didn't really play retail, like, a lot. But I played it here and there. But I've really played a ton of The War Within because I think it's really good. I think The War Within is the best expansion they've done in a long time. But on the Protection Paladin, they've got this interesting rotation. Like, I'll show you the burst. It revolves around the Eye of Tyr ability. Yeah, it's the same subscription. If you're subbed to Classic, you get retail. Yep. So the burst for the way I've got the Protection Paladin set up is using the Templar tree. And it revolves around the Hammer of Light burst, which is basically once you use your Eye of Tyr, this skill here, then for the next 12 seconds you can use that skill again, and it will cast a new ability called the Hammer of Light, which hits really hard. So let's see what that looks like. So we're going to go in. We want to build up the charges, though, because you can get 3 charges. I've got 2 charges of what they're called, like, Sanctification, right? Now I've got 3 charges, right? I'm going to go ahead and pop my wings. I'm going to do Eye of Tyr, and then I'll follow it up with boom with this. And you can see I did 500 DPS per second, which for a protection paladin in The War Within is actually pretty good. You know, like most DPS when they're in battlegrounds, if they could basically consistently be around 500 DPS, you'd be fairly okay with that. I mean, it wouldn't be like the greatest thing in the world. Let's take a look just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. If we look at the Arena World Championships the Arena World Championships for WoW PvP that's been going on the past couple weeks, and we start looking at, like, these are like the top players in the world doing 3v3. If you look at the damage done here, right, and this has been, this game's been going on for 49 seconds. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, so this game's been going on for 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Feral, let me turn the music off. This arena match has been going on for 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Feral Druid is pretty much the recognized strongest DPS melee class in World of Warcraft right now. Okay, so this Feral Druid, Cassidy, is pulling only 520k DPS per second. But it's sustained. He can do that the entire time. I just pulled over 500 DPS in like my little burst window as a protection paladin. So what I'm trying to say is you can actually pull off a pretty good amount of damage in a short amount of time, but over a long amount of time, my average DPS is probably going to be around 174,000 to 200,000 per second in like an entire battleground. Like if I was in this particular match here, my DPS would be down around like, 200k. But what's really the really like strong DPSers in The War Within are really the casters. I mean, the ones that really, like, I would say like Affliction Warlocks can be up there around like 800k. You'll see Unholy DKs will be up there pretty high, and a lot of it's because it's AoE damage. But anyways, yeah. So the protection mod has some interesting rotations. You have this ability here, which is called Bastion of Light. So when you cast this, your next 5 judgments generate 2 additional holy power. The problem with the Protection Paladin is you can't heal yourself super, super fast. So if you get like stun lock, like let's say another paladin hodges you, and you don't have any trinket, and you can't bubble or anything, I mean, you can die fairly quickly. So what you want to do is you want to keep your absorbs up. You have a couple different ways to create absorbs. One of them is to cast Word of Glory, right? So if I cast Word of Glory, it creates a heal over a time effect, right? It's healing me for 23,000 every 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm getting this heal over time effect. The other thing you can do to create some absorbs is use your shield, Avenger Shield. Avenger Shield, because I gain Bulwark of Order, which absorbs 67,000 damage. And of course, the other thing you can do is use something like your Argent Defender, which, you know, is going to absorb, like, you know, your damage taken is reduced by 20%. But another ability that's really cool is this one. It's the strongest defensive ability you have if you know how to use it correctly, and it's actually called Moment of Glory. It's this one right here. For the next 15 seconds, you generate an absorb shield for 25% of all the damage you deal. So if you can, for like a 15-second window, couple that Moment of Glory with your burst window, you're going to generate an absorb shield that's going to absorb over 1,000,000 damage. So, and I'll demonstrate that right now. Okay, and we're going to get our charges up, right? Charges, right? Now we're going to pop our wings. I have tier. Boom. Boom. Oh, except I screwed up. I forgot to use Moment of Glory. Oops. All right, we screwed that up. Luckily, these are pretty short. The other thing about retail that's kind of cool is that they've made the cooldowns a lot shorter. So the cooldowns for major DPS abilities are much shorter. Like you notice my wings is only a 2-minute cooldown. And even something like my Eye of Tyr, which is a really powerful skill that couples with my Light's Hammer, is only like, you know, like a 45-second cooldown. And that makes the PvP a lot more fast-paced. That makes the arena, the rated arena matches and the World Championship matches they're really all based around those burst windows and the CC, and the diminishing returns on CC, of course. It has to be managed by the classes that, you know, rogues mostly, and, you know, priests as well. But anyways, let's try that again. So we're going to cast, we'll do it without Avenging Wrath, and we're just going to go ahead and use Moment of Glory, right? We're going to go in. Okay. I'm just going to throw in a few skills there. I'm going to get my full charges. I'm going to cast Moment of Glory. I'm going to do Eye of Tyr, followed with my hammer. Alright, and you can see that we are at 1,000,000 damage absorption shield. 1,056,787 damage I will absorb right now, right? So that's pretty cool. So that's one of your defensive abilities. And of course you also have your Guardian of Kings. So you have pretty good defenses, but you just gotta, basically, with the protection value, you gotta not get caught with your pants down is really the most important thing. You got to be really aware of when damage is coming your way and be prepared. And, you know, that's true for all classes, but be prepared to use the right abilities at the right time to set yourself up for not getting blown into outer space. Yeah, there's nothing to stop chase you from playing retail, you know. All right, so we got our PvP. Let's see how we get PvP. Let's go ahead and queue a battleground. I don't know if we're random battleground. Let's make sure that we have all our gear. We do. We don't have enchantments on our weapons, though. Okay, well I can't even fight these guys because they die too fast. We do need, let's see, we need a weak aura for, let's see, Cloak of Shadows. Really? Really? I don't have a Cloak of Shadow? Okay, I guess Won't worry about that right now. How about Adrenaline Rush? There we go. Whoop. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Hate it when I do that. Alright. And what we're going to do is, what I normally do is I like to create, when I'm playing a new character in retail, because I don't play retail a lot, and because a lot of this stuff's very, very new to me, like the talents they have, the abilities they have, it's very new to me. So what I do is I typically create a bunch of icons right around here on the screen. Right around this section, and I just set it up so I've got basically like what damaging abilities I use, kind of like in what order I use them, right from left to right here, and on the left side I will put my defensive abilities, stuff like Evasion, Cloak of Shadows, Vanish. I'll put them, and then I create a group. I create like a weak aura group, and I just group them together. And then I'll put a few in the middle that are just tracking certain things like Roll the Bones or something like that. So normally I would go in and I would say New Aura Group, and I would just say Rogue. We're just going to say Rogue. You know, defense, right? And then in here is where I would put stuff like Vanish and Cloak of Shadows. And I would just drag those in. And then I usually download like a weak aura group. So we're just going to say Cloak of Shadows, right? Utilities, Cloak of Shadows. And take this one. And okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to here. And take Cloak of Shadows. We're going to move it into that defense group. Right, now we've got it in here. Also want to click on here and make sure that under display that the Y offset is set to 0. That way it will put the group like this. If the Y offset's wrong, it'll stretch this box, and we don't want it to stretch the box. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go back into Cloak of Shadows, and you're going to drop this down to like a much smaller icon. That. And now we've got a little defensive group, which I just screwed up. I just screwed that up. Okay. You want to select the group to move the group. So, and we'll put that down over here somewhere, right? And then we can also do edit mode here. And then if I want to, because I also use chords, let's see. For the, I also have a target cast bar here, so that's right below my feet, you know, just basically so I can see cast. I don't always, because a lot of times, because I'm still learning the classes, my eyes tend to drift between what I'm looking at above my head, like my target, and sometimes they drift slightly below my feet here just to see like certain abilities, to see if they're coming off cooldown. Eventually, the better I get, the more those abilities I will get rid of them, because I don't need to see them anymore, because you get that internal clock, and you just get good enough to where you don't need to see them as much. But that's the reason why the target cast bar is here, because my eyes tend to sit around this part of the screen, right around here. So it's just easy to see it there. Now, weak auras it's annoying to set up, but it's super helpful. It makes me way better at learning these classes. If I don't have these weak auras, I'm going to miss the time. Like, I'll have to look down to the bottom of the screen to check on something like Roll the Bones, or check on something like, oh, is between the eyes off cooldown? Because these things on the rogue I need to keep up. I need to keep my slice and dice up. I need to keep my between the eyes, you know, buff up. I need to keep my Roll the Bones up. So because I have to keep all those things up, it's better if I just put a couple weak auras here that track that stuff. Or there's other things we can do too. We can also create some audio alerts if we wanted to say when certain buffs drop, and I can show you guys how to do that too. So let's say like slice and dice is one we could do. Let's move this. Yeah, we're gonna put this right about here, and we're gonna add to this. We want to add what are other big ones? Evasion, right? Evasion. So I'm gonna take evasion out of here, and we're just gonna say load, and drag this all the way up. And evasion is gonna go into the defense, right? We're going to drag it. It doesn't really matter, but we'll drag it after that. But we need to change the size because it's much too large. And then we're going to go down to Y offset, and that looks good. Now we're going to select the group, and you can see it's way over here. So I'm just going to click this, and I'm going to go to the X, or I think it's X, yeah. We're just going to move this way over. Oops. I'm not sure what I did there. Evasion, cloak. Wow, somehow I think I moved them right on top of each other, which I don't know how I did that. Somehow I moved them right on top of each other, which is really weird. So, yeah. Ah, that doesn't normally happen. That fucking sucks. Ah, fuck me. Normally this doesn't happen. I don't usually fuck this shit up so bad. Alright. We're just gonna manually go down here and move cloak over. Sometimes it's easier just to use the arrow buttons. Evasion, perfect. Boom. Right? Okay, and then we're gonna take evasion, we're just gonna move that over a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so we got these. Don't really like the way these are looking. These are kind of like faded out. I'm not really a big fan of monitoring that way, but whatever. And the adrenaline rush is more of a kind of a offensive cooldown, so we're just going to stick this over here. This is really ugly, and I'll fix this shit later. I don't want to deal with it right now. But another thing I wanted to show you was MSPT. We could do something like trigger, and like let's say we wanted to track like a slice and dice or something. We could add a new trigger, and we're going to say slice and dice is gone. All right.
Don't release.
Alright. Ooh, those are elites. Elites. Alright, so we're gonna... If we can get some combo points here, which we can't because these guys are just dying instantly. Okay. Alright, so now we have slice and dice up. This should play an audio alert when I...
Don't release.
Okay, so you can set up... so I can easily in MSBT create audio triggers so that I can track when certain important buffs disappear. Which can be useful, and then, so I can basically set up my game so that I could literally play with no UI whatsoever. Because I could set up, audio alerts to let me know when certain buffs are falling off, and, that'll let me know when it's time to refresh. Which is something I like to do on the Rogue. Actually, it's really fun to play without a UI on a Rogue. But anyway, so that's something you can do that could be really helpful. Let's go back and let's say we just created the one called Slice and Dice is gone. I'm actually going to disable that one right now. Okay, because I don't want to have that one going right now. You always wonder how your GL can be looking at his skills CD monitoring. I always, sometimes it amazes me that players you know, that players do look down at the bottom of their screen. You know, sometimes that does amaze me, but I don't like these. I don't like Cloak of Shadows being faded out like that. Let's see if we can do. Nah, I can never get these desaturates to work right. The desaturate on cooldown is true. Desaturate is. If it's on cooldown, desaturate should be off. I don't know why it's doing that. I can never figure this shit out. I never understand that part, because to me, when I read that, that tells me that if this skill is on cooldown, that it shouldn't be desaturated. Well, here it should be desaturated. But if I do this, it shouldn't be desaturated, and yet it doesn't work. If I do that and get rid of that, actually, let's just delete this. See, and it still doesn't work. You can see that it's still desaturated. So I don't. It fucking annoys me. We'll create some proper cooldowns. I don't like them to be desaturated, but that's just me. That is just me. Let's take the evasion. Let's move this over a little bit. Not a big deal. You know what? Let's just get rid of them. Let's just take this and let's not load that. And Adrenaline Rush, we can leave Adrenaline Rush here for now. Yeah, but please forgive me. I'm very new. This is the first time I've ever played Outlaw Rogue, so I'm not very good. So don't make fun of me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Holy. I don't even know what hit me. It must have been the Paladin. The Paladin came out of nowhere. No, there was. I didn't even see the Hunter. Jesus. I just was dead. This Marksman Hunter just did rapid fire and I just melted. Honestly, I didn't even see the Hunter. So, gotta love that. Yeah, and see, there's a bunch of them. I guarantee you they're twinking too. Look at the damage. Look at this guy. He's doing 112,000 damage. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I can't do shit. Alright, see you, Jason. It's so frustrating. It just shows you how shitty I am on rogues. But I mean, I was slowed, and he just, you know, lower level battlegrounds, the marksman hunters just press fucking rapid fire, and you just die, basically. It's almost impossible. Like, I don't even, does evasion even work versus increase your dodge chance? Can you even dodge arrows? I don't think you can dodge arrows. So it's like, kind of like, you just stand there and take it right in the face.
Lovely.
Of course.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
And like I said, once again, Marksman Hunter comes up, presses one button, and you die. It's just lower level battlegrounds aren't fun when you have a bunch of Marksman Hunters. It's just stupid. And I'm not the only one who feels that way. I mean, you can just look at the chat here and someone goes hunters, you know, sad face. You know. And see here, he's saying suplex is a lady. So this is the other thing you run into. This guy's a level 80 hunter, right? And I think you can find out. Let's see. There's a way you can... I thought there was a way you could see. But what they do is they level sync. So these douchebags who suck at level 80 against other 80s, they must, because either that or they have mental problems. They basically group with people, and then they group with someone who's like my level, you know, like level 49, and then they do a level sync. And so it pulls them into this battleground, even though they're level 80. It makes them level 49, but they still have their full talent access to their full talent build. And they're way too powerful. So you see this guy's coming here doing 263,000 damage, which is ridiculous, you know. It's stupid. People that do that stuff, there's a special place in hell for people like that, to be honest. You know, to me that just says you're really bad at PvP. Either that or you just have mental issues. Because when I play PvP, I want it to be challenging on a fair basis, you know, on an equal playing field, you know. That's why doing PvP up until 80 can sometimes really suck. But once you get to 80, then PvP is really fun because everybody's on the same, you know, pretty much the same playing field. So let's see, is it this guy? Nah, this is a different hunter.
Lovely. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. Lovely.
I knew I was dead. I could have smoke bombed, but you know, like no health. I was just, oh man. But this is the whole part of the process of trying to learn how to play Rogue again. It's a painful process, let me tell you. I do like this PvP talent though. It's cool that they have death from above as a PvP talent. So we did disarm the paladin there, which of course I should have done that right in the beginning, but I forgot about my ability. I forgot I even had it. So the hard part about playing retail WoW is trying to manage all the new talents, trying to manage all the new skills that don't exist in like classic WoW, and just trying to like figure it out and get used to using stuff without having to think, you know, because it's easy to just, you get into these battlegrounds and you're like, what do I do? You know, what skill do I use? Because I have so many. You know, you're not used to having that many skills. I mean, I literally have 3 different finishers right now. I've got 3. Or do I have 4? I've got 1, 2. Actually, I have 4 finishers right now. I just walk through a flare into a trap. Like I literally was just walking and I was actually looking up at this guy over here. And then I just walked right through a flare into a trap. I'm like, that has to be like the biggest noob thing you could possibly do. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Oh man. Let's see if we can help this guy out. No, we can't even help him out. The game ended. But it is painful trying to play Rogue. When you suck on Rogue, it's very painful. So I mean, but really, so what is the rotation for Outlaw, right? Like you're probably gonna drop out your weird dice. You're probably gonna open up with cheap shot, right? Of course, the mob isn't gonna die on one hit, right? And actually, what we can do is I'll show you is a Pashiro or PS Hero he's got a couple videos where he was playing Outlaw Rogue pretty recently. So let's take a look at his video again real quick, and you can kind of see what the rotation is. But you're basically going to open up with cheap shot. You're going to build it. You're going to probably do your between the eyes finisher, which is going to increase your critical strike chance. You want to maintain your between the eyes. You want to maintain your slice and dice, and then you just want to basically after that just basically focus on getting your combo points as fast as possible and rotating through your finishers while trying to manage not taking too much damage. Let's see if I've got it. Where is it? Wow, I have way too many Chrome windows open. I didn't realize I had so many. Okay, so here's you guys probably know PS Hero, or I like to call him Pashiro, but I'm sure maybe I don't know if his name is supposed to be PS Hero. I just call him Pashiro. I'm sure it's probably PS Hero. And let's do. And so if we watch here, and I was looking at this earlier today, but if we watch this video, you can see like how he's rotated because he's playing Outlaw Rogue here. So and he's also got True Feed GCD, which is basically shows the skills that he's using. So we get an idea of like what he's doing, which is cool. It's good to watch players that are good. And this is a 2.5k MMR Outlaw Rogue, doing some stuff, and he does a 1v2 at the flag versus a Preservation Evoker and a Warrior. So that's pretty impressive to take on a healer and a warrior as a rogue and to come out, on top. So that's pretty impressive. So let's take a look at his rotations. And he's already got, I'm assuming he's already got 6 comp points, so he saps. You can see his skills right here, right? Stealth, sap. He's going into sap. And he's just probably waiting, I'm not sure if he's just waiting for his energy or what he's doing. And then he goes into Roll the Bones. He goes into a Kidney Shot because he had a lot of combo points, so he's going for that long stun. And then he's going right into an ambush. Don't really understand how he's doing an ambush. I don't know how he's still in stealth. He has to be in stealth to ambush, so there must be some sort of talent. He's also got an APM monitor up here, which is interesting, which is showing his actions per minute. This is something I've heard some people talk about lately, and it almost feels like an EPing thing where you're just flexing, saying, hey, look at me, look at how many buttons I'm pressing. I don't know. Not really sure why you would really care much about it, your APM, other than maybe like if you're playing poorly, is your APM low? Does it mean you're not rotating through your buttons fast enough? I don't know. Not sure why APM would be that big a deal. Anyways, he's doing his killing spree. So he's going to Kidney Shot, ambush. I'm not sure what the skill here is. Don't know. And then he's going into killing spree. And this is a Preservation Evoker. So he's got the Preservation Evoker low, but watch how the Preservation Evoker pops Animal Communion, which is a huge heal. Goes back into Center Strike. He's just generating combo points again. Goes into, what's that skill called? Dispatch. Goes into his Dispatch finisher. Then he went into another Ambush, which is interesting. Again, I don't know how he's ambushing when he's out of combat. So here he gives Ambush, Dispatch, and then whatever that. Again, I'm new to Outlaw Rogue as of today, so trying to remember these abilities. Pistol Shot. And then I guess there's something where you pistol shot where you shoot once and it does 3 shots automatically, so whatever. So he's just dispatched, he's doing another ambush, Sinister Strike, Dispatch, Pistol Shot. He's just rotating through his skills. Then he goes into a Gouge. Then he sprints because the guy does his dragons, he does his flame breath to get away, and now he's doing his levitated, whatever it's called, I can't remember, glide or something, which increases your movement speed by 30%, allows you to lift up in the air and glide around. It's just a way to try to get away from somebody. Now here's where the Warrior comes into play. So now you've got the Outlaw Rogue versus the Preservation Evoker and the probably Fury Warrior, I would imagine. Yeah, it's Fury Warrior. Now he He goes ahead and pops his killing spree on the warrior, because the warrior is a much easier target to kill than a preservation of ogre. The key here is now he's got to try to kill the warrior while he's got a healer here, so how's he going to manage that? Alright, so he interrupted. I'm not sure what that was, but he interrupted it. I think it was just a DPS ability. The warrior's blade storming. I wanted to see, I don't know what this ability is. He did his roll bones again. This is his finisher that increases his crit chance. Again, I don't know what this skill is. I wanted to see if he did his AoE mitigation. I want to see how he's managing to stay alive, because he doesn't have a healer. So how is an Outlaw Rogue? Is he mitigating all this damage that's coming his way, right? And that's what I'm curious about. And I don't see that he's done anything to manage it, so I'm not sure. Like, if you look at his health, like, how is his health not going down is what I'm wondering. Okay, he's got evasion up. And that's, so he did pop evasion. And I don't see the heal, so he doesn't have the heal up. But his health is not, he must have a lot of leech. If you look up here at his portrait, we can see like the green numbers, the heals that are coming back towards him. So he must have quite a bit of leech. Also, there's a roll the bones buff that actually gives you a shit ton of leech. Here he finally, you can see he popped his potion right here. His healing potion. His rage, whatever the talent is for rogues. So he must have quite a bit of leech on this rogue, I'm assuming. I'm seeing, you know, green heal 28,000, 18,000 healing. Not a lot though. But he's got some leech. Here to finish off the warrior, what he did was he basically vanished. He vanished, hit sprint, moved over. I don't know why he couldn't just, I don't know why he vanished in his sprint when he could have just shadow stepped. That kind of surprised me. Unless he was saving his shadow step to go back, but I didn't see him use shadow step. So I think that's really weird. Like if I was in that situation where I was fighting two people, like let's say I'm fighting this boar, like this is the warrior he was fighting and this is the preservation worker. I don't know why he wouldn't just shadow step. I actually have my shadow step set up for mouse over. So I could be fighting this guy, right? And then just boom, just mouse over. And I don't know why it didn't work the first time I hit it, but just mouse over and shadow step, you know. But then how are you going to get back? That's the other question. So, but he hit sprint, so. But you see, they're very close together. So I guess he figured if he's sprinting, just run over here and run back. The range on abilities in retail WoW is a lot longer. It's a little bit longer, I think, than it is in classic WoW. You have a little bit more range with melee. You don't have to be quite so close to land abilities. So watch that again. He's got full combo points. Okay, here we go. He's got kidney shot up for 4 seconds on the warrior. He's beating the heck out of him. I don't know why the Prez wasn't healing. Now he's going to vanish, sprint, cheap shot the Prez, then come back and finish off the warrior. Okay, cheap shot, right? And he still has all his combo points. I'm guessing he's probably going to come back and killing spree. All those killing sprees got 17 seconds, so he's not going to do that. Maybe he's just going to do just whatever it's called. Oh, he did the Between the Eyes finisher, which increases his crit chance. And then he went into his disrupt or whatever it's called, the other finisher. This finisher increased the crit psych. This finisher just to try to get as much damage as he can. What's interesting though is I'm not seeing the combo points go down. Like he's using these abilities, these finishers, but why are the combo points not going away? See that? There, they finally did. There must be some talents or something where you can like. I think there must be some talents, or maybe it's something to do with his roll of the bones. I don't know. But if you watch the talent points up here, he's got 6. But he's used 1, 2, 3 finishers in a row. Sorry, 5 finishers in a row. He's got 7 talent points. There's 1 finisher. There's 2, 3, 4. It took 4 finishers before he got his comp points down to 1, so that must be some sort of talents. Anyway, so you can see that Outlaw Rogue does pretty good damage. So, anyways. But I suck at Outlaw. I mean, I'm terrible at this. It's not that I won't. It's not that I won't get good at it, but it's going to take some practice, right? The only way to get good is to get your ass handed to you time and time again in battlegrounds. So. And again, one of the things that really helps me is to create the weak ores that show the cooldowns onto certain finishers. Because when you do a between the eyes finisher, it's on cooldown for a good, like, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds. Let's see. It's a 45-second cooldown. So, you know, that's something you want to maintain. So I would go into here. Well, first, let's see what it is, what it's called, the actual buff. Here, let's just see if it shows up. Okay, so we got between the eyes. We're going to take this out of here. All right. We have no convoys. We need some mobs we can hit that just don't fall over and die on us. Here. I know how we can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Chromie, and we are going to start a time walking campaign. Good one to do that I like to do is actually one of the more decent ones is Mist of Pandaria, but I'm not sure if that's the we'll do Mist. Where is this one? I have an add-on that turns off my quest log, so just because it drives me nuts. I hate having to do these stupid, like, these types of quests I hate. But unfortunately, when you first go to, like, some of these Skywalker campaigns, there's always this, like, intro bullshit. Like, before they set you free and let you do what you want to do. Because that's the way most expansions start. They make you go through, like, some stupid storyline. They're not always stupid, like Wrath of the Lich King and some of those expansions had excellent stories, but... Why am I still flying? Come on, land this bird. Alright, so finally. So let's just grab a mob here. I know this guy. Shot. So we're gonna go with the Between the Eyes finisher, and you can see now that Between the Eyes is on a cooldown. So this is really just the cooldown.
Lovely. Lovely.
What's my roll the bones?
Lovely.
Oh, Control F. Okay. You can see Between the Eyes is off cooldown. So basically when it's off cooldown, you want to use it. So that's why we really need to monitor that. We definitely want to keep Between the Eyes on cooldown as much as possible. And other ones we're going to monitor, obviously our Slice and Dice. We're going to have to manage as well.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while before I get any good at Rogue. I can just tell. There's just so many. I'm used to playing subtlety. In all the years I played Rogue, back in like the first like 5, 6, 7, 8 years of WoW, I played subtlety. So when I play subtlety, I'm pretty good. It doesn't take me too long to kind of get up to speed on it, and it really shouldn't take me that long. It's more about like knowing like what to do and when. Like on subtlety, it's pretty straightforward. You know, I'm either going to go for a control lockdown, or I'm going to go for a burst, or maybe a mixture of the two. On Outlaw, it's a little weird because I don't really know the best way to handle like defense. You know, like maybe I go into like here like go into a lockdown. Between the Eyes. You know, not sure. Like for for example, like on a subtlety rogue, if I'm going up against a warrior, I'm usually going to try to bleed him to death, because a lot of times standing in the face of a warrior is not a good idea. So you'll basically open up, do like a full rupture, and then you might at that point just move away and re-stealth. You might vanish. Then you might come back, re-engage, and disarm. So you're basically trying to limit the damage the warrior's doing to you, and then just rot him to death,
Lovely.
So all those things, I'm not sure really how to, what's the best way to handle that on a, but it shouldn't be that different. I mean, a lot of the strategy is going to be the same, but
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
but we'll keep trying. I'm going to be jumping around on characters. The rogue is something is kind of like a pet project of mine. That's going to be definitely a work in progress. That's going to take a while before I get to where I feel like I'm in any way proficient on it. Right now I feel like a complete noob on this particular class, which is unfortunate because I don't like feeling like a complete noob, but it's just the way it is right now. Outlaw Rogue.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Invalid target.
Lovely.
And it could be, you know, that if I don't get really comfortable with Outlaw, I can always go back to
Lovely.
Subtlety, because Subtlety's actually a really good spec. So,
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
oops.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Nice lag there. Anyways, I'm getting pretty tired. It's weird. Like, I suck at at this character. Like, to really get good on this character, I'm gonna have to put in some pretty good time, some pretty good effort. I'm gonna get all my rotations down, get some more weak auras set up just so I can monitor certain cooldowns. It's just gonna take time. I'm still not sold on Outlaw. It doesn't feel. I mean, I know Vols was in here saying it was really smooth. Like, he felt it was like felt really smooth. Not sure I'm really sold on that. I still have a lot of love for subtlety. So if we switch specializations back to sub, I've just played subtlety for so long. Let's see if I... Yeah. The one thing about subtlety I don't like that much. I just want to see if if everything looks correct. This is not right. That's not right. This is why I don't like Shuriken Storm. This is why I don't like switching specs around, because I don't use the same like layout and keybinds for across multiple specializations. I tend to customize it. So when I switch between specializations, it fucks up my bars. Like, they're never correct. There's always icons that are in the wrong places. So it sucks. Which is why I have 2 warriors. No, I think we'll stick with Outlaw just because I don't want to fuck around with bouncing back between specializations. It feels fairly smooth. I mean, the only thing I don't like about Outlaw is you do need to stick to your target because you don't have bleeds. So you need to be on your target, hitting your target. So one of the things that helps, obviously, is you have grappling hook. So that certainly helps to help you stick to the target. Which subtlety doesn't have that. Subtlety has to rely on just sprinting, you know, and shadow step. But I definitely suck at Rogue right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty awful, pretty awful Rogue in retail. Which is funny because, like, I played a lot of Rogue in Classic WoW, like on Classic Vanilla when Classic first came out, and I actually was pretty good. I wasn't like amazing, but I was pretty solid Rogue. But in retail WoW, I'm anything but a solid Rogue. Anyways, I'm off, guys. I'm getting really tired. I hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and I will catch you next time, man. Peace out.